Hi! Welcome to another night marathon. You've watched us watch like a gajillion horror movies on this channel. Time to put my money where my mouth is. We are promoting our own horror movie. You can go rent or buy Haunt Season right now, okay? So, go check it out. Well, you can watch a little bit of this first, but then you absolutely have to buy it because I have to pay my investors back. Let's go. So, we have Screams 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, Steelbook, 6 from the library. I didn't buy that one yet. Spoilers for the Scream series all day. Scream 1. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Born ready.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Haunt Season.
What door am I at?
So cool.
Oh my god, I can hear that!
So when I had never seen a slasher movie before, and it cut to another girl alone in a house, I was like, oh my god, is this movie just one after another? Yeah. Girls getting sliced up? Is that what slasher movies are?
Yeah.
What are you doing with the cellular telephones, huh?
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
He's my superior.
Janitor's your superior.
I'll send you a copy.
Yeah.
Your mom left town. She's not lying in a coffin somewhere.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's a bad analogy.
She literally got murdered.
Why would he want to kill his own girlfriend? There's always some stupid bullshit reason to kill your girlfriend. That's the beauty of it all. Simplicity.
I was devastated though. I loved her.
Yeah.
The sheriff just radioed. Somebody reported a car in the bushes down the road. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm the deputy of this town.
One of the things I appreciate about Scream so much is I didn't realize
I'm sure I'm coming
how many
fast.
fun things were improvised.
Is that what you're looking for?
My whole life.
That line, right there.
It's nice that it's emotional.
It's the best.
See, we ask you a question, and if you get it wrong, booga! Die.
Booga. The best.
Police are on their way. What are you gonna tell them?
Peer pressure. I'm far too sensitive.
Scream 1, absolutely the best there is. That is the most important horror movie of my life.
That's the most important horror movie of your life.
Not anymore.
This is Matilda. It's her first time at a haunted house.
By Haunt Season out now. So, Scream. Spoilers all day. Here we go. Young woman at home alone gets killed after the killer asks her a series of horror movie questions. And then we follow Sydney and her friends as they try to figure out, Scooby-Doo gang, like who the killer is underneath the mask, while the killer continues to pick them off at parties and stuff. All the while talking about how horror movies work. It was my very first slasher I ever saw. It's the best. Thoughts, comments?
Classic.
It's so good.
It's just, it holds up.
I love Scream. I don't love every slasher movie out there. I'll always recommend it to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm like, just watch Scream. You're gonna love it. It's kind of hard not to love because it has everything you want out of a slasher.
And it's funny. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
and it's
very
not,
funny.
it's gotten kind of spoofy funny because of those fucking scary movies, but the characters are funny.
Oh yeah.
They're engaging. The dialogue's great. Kevin Williamson, forever. Wes Craven, forever. The two of them combined, to me, is as good as it gets.
It's good. It sets a new precedent for horror movies going forward when they seem stale.
Revived the slasher for sure. Slasher was out. Even the Freddys and Jasons were dying off. We were getting into the fallow period.
We would have had to, like, Final Friday was like 93 a few years before this.
Well, and then New Nightmare was just before this
Nightmare
too.
was 2 years
Yeah.
before, yeah. Which W. Earl Brown, I think is his name. The cameraman was in.
Okay.
Was in New Nightmare, played the coroner.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
And then after this, there was just get some WB kids,
Yeah.
throw them in a really slick looking movie,
Mm-hmm.
and cut them up.
Yep.
It's great.
Thinking about it, the scene where they're all like sitting around watching Halloween. Who gets like 9 people together to sit on a couch? It's a little ridiculous.
It's not realistic.
These days you need a really long couch too. It's like it's insanely long couch.
It's a very long couch.
I gotta say, the modular aspects of this couch are incredible.
So this is the Love Sack Sectional. It's an excellent.
Okay.
Video sponsored by Love Sack.
I'm just putting it in there. Steve actually sent them an email already. So the thing is too, for this one, like, it's impossible for me to see through the veil of, like, without the veil of nostalgia over it. Did anyone see I Saw the TV Glow?
I didn't see that yet.
It's really great. And they talk about how, like, the things that really impacted you when you're a teen, if you don't watch them and then you watch them again when you're in your, like, late 20s, like, you can really start to see the seams. And it finally started happening for me on this. Like, I can see the 90s of it.
But not in any way that I feel like is detrimental to it.
Yeah, see, but we like these movies.
Well, I mean, this is actually, I think, my first time seeing Scream.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well,
holy shit! Well, welcome.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It lives up entirely to what I've heard. Yeah, it does look like a 90s picture, and it's also interesting to see that there was additional director of photography, Peter Deming, who also, I believe, was the DP of Mulholland Drive.
Yeah.
So you see some constellation of aesthetics there that are definitely 90s, but only in ways that work.
It was brutal, too. Mark Irwin was shooting this. He shot the Blob and everything. The Weinsteins hated him. Wes called him into the office one day. They don't like the look of this, they don't like the look of this. And Mark was like, well, it sounds like maybe they don't like the look of my camera. Maybe I should go with them. And Wes was like, good idea.
Damn.
But Wes was getting his movie made, and the Weinsteins wanted Mark out.
I saw on the True Hollywood story they had on Scream back in the day was that they had footage that all came out without focus.
Was it?
And that was the pretense that they used.
Bullshit. Man. Mark Irwin had been in the game forever. No way.
A bunch of David Cronenberg.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Also, what a way to shit on your first AC.
From a first AC.
Yeah.
Sea Hunt season.
This is all part-time and seasonal, so sometimes people just disappear.
Impeccably in focus, by the way.
Wow.
Wow. Laser eyes on this guy.
Yeah. You should see him stand next to a monitor. Here's
Oh my god.
Here we have spotted a David in his natural habitat.
Yeah.
Scream 2?
Let's do it.
Scream 2.
Scream 2.
Yes!
Nice.
Alright, I gotta go.
Yeah. Can you deal with that?
I always thought it was so strange. Broken Arrow?
That's from Broken Arrow.
What is Broken Arrow?
They just took a Broken Arrow music cue and just put it in because they liked it.
I heard about what
Doesn't it hit you right in the... Okay.
That's the Hocus Pocus house.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like the devil house where the devil is? Or...
I think it's the Devil House.
This sorority house is the Hocus Pocus house.
Yeah.
I did not know that, and I'm ashamed of myself.
I got really excited when I learned that fact and held on to it.
Hello? Hello?
I can't believe you're alone in that house.
Jesus
I'm so glad you're
Why
here.
did I
no
come
one's
to
been
this?
Jumping. No one's been jumping. This is the best. I'm so glad you're here. Oh.
I'm always impressed at how these knives are like solid.
Yeah, those are
Come on! Dead and she's never coming back. Ever.
Ever since those nude pictures on the internet.
It was just my head. It was Jennifer Aniston's body. Anyway.
You wanna be one of the big boys? Huh? Manson?
I never got over it.
Brian never did either.
I never
Brian,
got
as
over
soon
it.
as we saw him in the theater, I think he actually wrote either a poem or a song about Randy.
No.
After this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing about slashers too, is like you have to kill off people's friends, but they have to be okay enough for the movie to continue. You know?
You need to have your head examined.
He was supposed to be in the rest of the movie, and he was like, Wes, like, at this point, my guy would leave. Wes was like, okay,
Good. Good, and that's how you survive. You leave.
She's giving you the same look she gave Ace Ventura, pal.
There's no one there.
She nailed it. She nailed it. She was like, it's too quiet.
Holy
Oh my god.
That was some Final Destination shit.
Yeah! To be fair, we don't know his dad.
Boyfriend killer, boyfriend killer.
Oh!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Put a little pressure on it.
Just for you. No! Amazing squibs. Jesus. Oh! Whoa! That's their chopper. Well, yeah!
Scream 2. Legendary movie theater kill for the opening. A couple not connected to anybody, but it's the premiere of the movie based on the events of Scream called Stab.
This one's gonna hurt.
They get killed at the movie theater. Sid's in college. Her friend wants her to join a sorority. People keep dying. Sarah Michelle Gellar, one of them, as a CC sorority.
Her last name was Sorority?
Yeah, CC sorority. Again, people just start getting picked off. We're wondering who it is. Everybody's a suspect. At the end, we find out it is. We also didn't do the ending of the last one. Scream 1, it was Billy, her boyfriend, and his buddy Stu. The best double kill team in history. This time, it's Billy's mom, who's been a reporter the entire movie, like a local reporter, bothering Gail Weathers, and freaky film student, played by Timothy Oliphant, I can't remember his, Mickey.
And then Luke Wilson playing Skeet Ulrich's part in the Stab movie, the movie within the movie.
Yeah, and Stab was directed by Robert Rodriguez, another Dimension man who was directing The Faculty right after this.
I just recently rewatched that. That's
great movie.
It's so fun.
What do we think? Any thoughts?
I learned that murder is cool, and you should disrespect your stage manager by killing people on the stage with all the props that they worked really hard.
There you go.
Yeah. You can tell they had so much more money.
Yeah.
That they were so excited to burn between the stage and the pipe through the head of the cop on the hood of the car.
Yeah, that brings up something else we didn't do. First movie, favorite kill of first movie. My favorite kill is the garage door, but the most effective sequence is the Drew in the beginning. It's,
Yes.
It's unbeatable.
Door has to be.
Yeah,
It's
but her parents are hearing her die. It is so horrible.
It's a nightmare. I've had bad dreams like that.
Yeah. Favorite kill, second movie?
Oh man.
Pipe car.
Pipe through the head. Cannot be beaten.
No.
Twitchy trigger.
The shot through Jerry O'Connell's chest though is pretty.
That's a good one.
Incredible squib.
I like the imagery of him being hung up on the star and just
Like,
like
it's been 2 movies. I would like to point out that you should buy Haunt Season on iTunes, or I mean Apple TV, right now. I'm putting this up on our first week of release on digital. Get it right now. Let's all buy it on Apple, and that's
already
where we're
bought
gonna
it.
push it up the.
I already bought it on Apple.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
David.
Yes.
As a person from the camera department, how do you feel about this series' treatment of camera guys?
It's pretty accurate. The longer you're in this game, the less you care and would like to leave.
So very Scream 2.
I think it's one of the most accurate portrayals of camera department personnel. Yes.
Fantastic.
It's
Eliza!
I just want to say how refreshing it is that Laurie Metcalf returns to her unhinged self.
I'd say that it feels like a slightly larger ensemble than Scream 1, that you lose a little bit with that. By sheer quantity, can't be as characterized, I feel like, as in the original cast.
You need body count, right?
You need body,
you need body count, especially for a sequel. They said in here.
Yeah.
That's another thing about the Scream movies. So, like, Scream 1 is all about what horror movies do, what slasher movies do. Scream 2 then took it, what do sequels do?
By necessity, absolutely.
Yeah. It's a good move. It's a good sidestep. We are going to take a break from Kevin Williamson. Scream 3, he didn't have time for. Aaron Kruger. Yeah, they were just trying to crank these things out.
Oh, yeah.
Scream 3. Woo!
Christine, get out of the way! You should have told me where Sydney was. Now, you lose.
It's the future. Yeah!
As the future journalist of America, there is one thing
Yeah.
that you need to remember.
This is the haircut.
best means
That is
being
notorious.
able to do what the
Real
others would
bad.
not.
What?
Bob's a TV news shit, Connie fucking Joe.
Why the f are Jay and Silent Bob here?
I know. I love them.
It's so
but it hurt. It hurt to cross worlds like this.
It's so random.
They're just.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
You know. Absolutely not. Yeah.
Literally
Do
reading
it.
the facts script pages as they
Whoever smells
facts in.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Last
Whoa!
this dusty after it explodes.
To you! Who gave you a place to stay?
89 minutes.
Who are you supposed to be protecting?
What?
Damn.
Oh, who works in archives?
Just taken at the
it's
studio.
even
Her name
better.
is Maureen Prescott. Back then it was
Yeah.
called-
Oh my god!
Bigger than the back.
Whoa!
Those are some pretty cool.
Oh.
Nothing happened to her that she didn't invite in one way or another.
Yeah.
What
Oh.
she said after.
Uh-huh.
Are you saying
I'm saying things got out of hand.
Patrick Dempsey?
Him.
Yep.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Gray there.
Top in Thanksgiving.
Also a
He's
rom-com,
done several
Maid of
rom-coms.
Honor.
Meatballs 3.
What a pull.
I know,
What a
Jesus.
pull.
Yes.
Oh, there's some pressure.
Oh, come on, a little OxyClean.
They're so delightful together.
Yes, she's acting.
That's a great shot.
Oh.
Pressure's not a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
fucking-
Dewey.
He doesn't have anything
Oh!
Throw it in the pool.
I gotta hide in your butt.
I don't know who that is.
The
The
director
guy
Roman.
that she found in the coffin.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you're gonna be alright. Just applied pressure.
I've been saying it this whole time.
Any picture, name your budget, script approval, final cut.
I already have it.
Oh.
Whoa! No! Oh, yes!
She actually stabbed him right there in real life.
Oops. She what?
She missed the pad. It was a dull knife, but she actually stabbed him at full force.
Oh!
That face he made was real.
I was say she stabbed him in the heart, but wasn't he wearing a bulletproof vest?
He took off the
Uh,
vest when he got shot.
Blades can pierce most forms of Kevlar.
Listen, I am not a murder scientist, okay? Just gonna leave it open.
Like if she's like, that's
Leave it
fine.
open?
It's a
What
metaphor,
about
guys.
bugs?
It's a metaphor.
Bug!
Bugs!
What about bugs?
She's beyond.
That's it!
She's beyond. Scream 3.
Woo! Scrim.
Who would like to summarize Scrim 3?
It's hard to summarize. It was a lot.
Yeah, a lot happened there.
Cotton Weary, who was accused in the first movie, exonerated in the second, kind of, now has a talk show because he kind of helped end the last movie, killing one of the killers. Killer comes for him, but has a voice disguising box now, so can appear vocally as anybody, any of our characters. Then we find out Sydney's hiding in another part of California that no one can find her in. We go to Hollywood, where they are making the third Stab movie, and people from the third Stab movie start dying. Cotton was gonna have a cameo in it, and then another actress dies, then they shut down the movie. And even though the movie shut down, the cast members keep getting killed. Let's see. Parker Posey's the best.
I want that spin-off.
Yeah. She's playing the fake Gale Weathers in the movie, and they kind of have to team up and do it like a little bit of a buddy comedy in the middle of the movie. Sydney goes into the set of her house from the first movie. It's very emotional and affecting. Witnesses the crime scene of her mother's murder. We end up at the producer's house. We find out he's a schizo who has been using his power to take advantage of women for decades in a movie produced by Harvey Weinstein. They end up at his house. More people end up dying. Then it's just like Sidney and the killer locked in the screening room where where the producer used to take advantage of women. One of whom was Sidney's mother. We find out. Small stint in Hollywood. She had a child that she abandoned. Sidney's brother, half brother, is the killer of the movie, who is also the director of the Stab 3 movie. He is the least consequential of the killers in the entire Scream series. And I like leaning into the like long lost brother thing after doing Billy's mom in the last one. A lot of people love this movie now. I was so disappointed in 2000 because it so felt like nothing mattered anymore.
Yeah.
And now I like it because it's a Scream movie.
Right.
Enough time has passed that I've watched this like to fall asleep, going to bed like as a comfort watch like several times.
You do
know?
that too?
Yeah, of course.
I comfort watch horror movies going to bed.
Of course, buddy.
Oh my God.
Now I really like this movie. I like the Hollywood aspects of it. I like how goofball it is. Thoughts on Scream 3?
I liked it being filmed in a movie set.
Yeah.
And also all the haunted house props.
There's a lot of old movie props in this, and if you want to see haunted house props, there's a movie you could buy right now on Apple. It's called Haunt Season. You should go check it out. Let's get it on Apple, everybody. Let's drive it up the Apple charts. So,
the other go with like one of the other platforms that it's available on.
The fact that it's meta, that it's still Wes commenting on the things that he loves, commenting on the things that he f***ing hates, which is obviously people abusing their power in Hollywood. Like, before today, I'd only ever seen Scream 1.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Amanda?
That's what?
I thought that you had already seen.
Because horror sequels tend to be fucking terrible. Not always. Nightmare 3 and...
Seed of Chucky.
Yeah, like they're...
Halloween Resurrection.
Stop bringing up Halloween Resurrection.
Resurrection.
We're not talking about it anymore.
But no, that's not a one-trick pony. Like, it is still saying more about the filmmaking process and then also not taking itself too seriously. Like, each movie, they just up the ante of, like, we're going to get a little more ridiculous.
There are spoof things in this movie. Straight up spoof things. I don't remember when Scary Movie came out. Probably 99. So it was, like, even before Scream 3 came out. But, like, Carrie Fisher cameo, that is a spoof movie trick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, Jay and Silent Bob appearing out of nowhere.
Scary Movie came out in 2000, the same year.
Same year. A little...
handle hitting him in the head.
Yeah, that was...
That is...
Just a comedy.
That's hilarious. Favorite kill?
Whenever they shot the half-brother like 8 bajillion times. They're like, oh, the head. It's like, oh, they finally got him.
It's not the kill, but I like that he killed Nev and then she does a disappear moment.
See, it's not. There's not a real memorable kill.
Not really.
I'll give you final cut. I already got it.
Yeah. That was good. That was great.
No, I know what the best final kill is. The gas explosion. Oh
my
God! The house blowing up.
Okay, in Scream 1, rules of the horror slasher. 2, rules of the sequel. 3, rules of the trilogy. So they were treating this as a trilogy, like the story you thought you knew is being twisted around. They thought this was the end, and then 10 years later.
11.
11 years later.
I really like
Scream 4.
They used the cast of the movie to like fill out this, so it's like such a shortcut to actually building characters. You know who everybody is and what they're doing without having to like talk about it too much.
Yeah, it's super fun, and then the interplay between the people that they're playing and them is always fun. Best with Parker Posey. All things are best with Parker Posey.
True story.
Let's hop to Scream 4. Wow.
She didn't even look like she was in pain. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right here in front of us. You can see everything coming.
Oh! Step 7!
I've seen it 5 times. You're not cheating on your wife if you eat my lens square. Well, it's nice to see you again, Judy. You too.
It's so dark.
Like, where's that light even located? Where's that pointed?
It didn't occur to me in the planning of this movie marathon that there is a movie marathon in this movie marathon. I like how he changes Ghostface a little bit each time because it's never the same person.
Yes, that's true. Oh!
Yeah!
No, I hate that.
Blood splatter much? Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street 1.
Ooh. Yes, she's Daniel Radcliffe to my J.K. Rowling.
Oh no! I really thought that was gonna be okay for for way longer than it turned out to be okay.
If you want to be in the hospital, I'd be happy to put you there. In the morgue.
The Alison Brie Blinky thing. She's so good at it.
Oh yeah, the upset flutter.
Yeah.
We're very close to bringing this whole situation under control.
I still believe him as a human being.
Even when he's being the goofy.
Even when he's so goofy.
I mean, you film them all real time, and then before you get caught, you upload them into cyberspace, making your art as immortal as you. Not to implicate him. Guaranteed third act main cast bloodbath.
The thing is, they talk about the structure of these movies within these movies all the time, and it's so cool.
It's fun. It's fun.
I will keep you posted.
Kirby, 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 Kirby.
Hello, fellow students. Double thumbs up.
Very cool.
Oh!
That's a fucking stab.
Oh! Oh! Whoa!
Mail slot.
Oh!
Ghostface comes in a bang!
Who invited you, Trevor?
Who invited you, Trevor?
Like, for real.
I'm gay. I'm gay.
It helps. If it helps. They stay where they do.
Yeah.
Oh!
I did not remember that.
4 years of classes together. You notice me now?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh.
Not the girl you cheated on.
God!
I don't need friends. I need fans. Don't you get it?
I get it.
This has never...
It's
two guys.
Trevor and.
Oh, right. Yeah!
Right down next to. Oh, hand up, and we're ready to go.
That's creepy.
Oh,
creepy.
God!
What about the book? Looks like I'll just have to write it myself. Don't do anything stupid.
Oh!
Don't fucking tell me what to do. Clear. Clear. Clear.
Whoa!
That felt like out of Buffy.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Don't fuck with the original.
Yes.
Boom!
Wow.
Boom!
Really good. So,
All right.
so far it's 1, 4, 2, 3.
Yeah, buddy.
What's the ranking for you, Jake?
It's the same as was previously stated here.
1, 4, 2,
1,
3.
4, 2, 3. I can tell you, once 5 and 6 happen, my ranking changes.
Okay.
I've heard, I think, that both of 5 and 6 are quite good.
Who would like to summarize Scream 4?
I'll do it.
Yeah. Is the whole couch in the shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
16mm lens, baby.
Okay.
It is a movie within a movie within a movie to start.
Yeah, no, that's
We
true.
see 3
Incredible.
opening kill sequences,
Oh, that's
one of which stars Kristen Bell and Anna Paquin, which I just blew my mind in 2011.
So some amazing cold open, like, meta commentary.
And then we go to modern day where Sid's writing a
Yeah,
book.
right. Sid's writing a book, and Gail has like left the reporting life behind her and is just like settled for a small town life, except not, because Dewey is now the sheriff.
Yep.
And Gail is like, I don't know what to write.
He's trying to get out of the true crime game.
Yeah, and then people start dying.
Oh, what?
It turns into another copycat killer, but obviously with a new motive. The film student kids convince Sid to show up to their after-school film studies hang?
Because they got the bead on who enjoys the stab movies and who like might enjoy gory stuff, and it's always been kind of film related. All of the killers all speak in film.
It's also the constant reminder of it's 2011 and streaming and watching videos online is now a common thing. So one of the film students is always live streaming this series, Hall Pass.
Yeah, love it, with Robbie Mercer.
And yeah, it ends up being the twist that only one of the film nerds is a killer, and his partner is
niece of Sydney.
That's right. She just couldn't believe that she was living in the shadow of her aunt that has almost been murdered. Her motive is I want the spotlight.
Yeah.
And Film Boy is Hayden Panettiere didn't want to fuck me.
Yeah. His is just also like he was into Jill. It seems like. They do all that kissing business. A little bit of kissy kiss.
Wait, there's kissing in this
Yes,
movie?
kissing too, Craig.
And death?
And death.
I don't
kissing
know if
and
this
death.
is for me.
Yeah.
One leads to the other, Craig. One leads to the other. Now, it seemed at the time like you were bringing in Emma Roberts in 2011 to be like the new Sydney, the handoff. In this time, there were a lot of like horror movie handoffs. You know, it felt like we got to do it for the next generation. So there was no way I thought she was gonna be the killer.
Yeah.
And then she's always talking about how she doesn't need friends, she needs fans. The whole villain monologue and destroying herself for the police sequence is like what takes this movie to another level for me.
Watching the killer reveal themselves, and then Shaun of the Dead Thing, Tremors, Vertigo, Blood Simple. Oh my god, that's good. Hellboy 2. Watching her unveil her plan to Sydney and say, oh, what everybody loves is lone survivor, so I'm going to kill everyone except me.
Yeah.
Blame it on the dead boys. One of them who was not responsible. And watching her pick up a dead man's hand and scratch her face with his nails. Watching her use a wall to stab herself.
Yep.
Run into a picture frame, and then Fight Club, as you put it, I am Jack, fall backwards onto a table.
Yeah.
Bloodied, perfectly position herself. Like, there's something incredibly unsettling about watching all of that staging, because you normally don't see that.
Yeah.
It's like they took the end of one and Stu and Billy stabbing each other and just extended it in a meaningful way.
And boiled it down just to her, and it's all visual. She's not explaining anything. Nope. You're just watching her go through the steps.
You just see her do it.
To me, the Scream movies are at their best when they can comment on the time that's happening.
And
so like the movies or the streaming era or this, that, or the other, you need a break of a few years for like things to develop, which is why Scream, once again, Scream 5 Cream, Scream, is they've had enough time then too. It's like another 10 years.
What year did 5 come out?
21.
Whoa.
10 more years?
Yeah,
I have a question. So out of the first 4 movies, what movies have landlines?
All of them.
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
What?
So this,
Give me a
but
break.
there's landlines exist, and they did in 2011 still.
Yeah.
But like there's a bunch of cell phones now too, and texting is involved in Scream 4 as well.
Streaming and yeah.
Wait, this movie had texting?
Yep.
Oh my god, the T-Mobile sidekick.
Favorite death?
Knife to the head.
I was gonna say there's a couple. Yeah,
Cop getting the knife to the head.
The aftermath of that is really good.
Oh, the male slit.
Male slap.
Oh, the male slap
Stab to
kill.
the male
Oh
That
my
one's
god.
Good stuff.
I have to say the villain, because it's the only one I saw.
Yeah.
That was also pretty good.
Yeah, the villain was great.
Jill's with Craig on the villain.
Like the first real one across the
the hall.
Yeah,
it was like
that
seeing
is-
her entire room get splattered with
and you're
blood.
right there,
Was
but you
really
can't
rough.
walk that way to get to her.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. Hat tip to Rear Window.
Yeah.
Watching a murder from your home across the way that you can't do anything about immediately.
Yeah. This really did just feel like a reboot of the first one as a sequel instead.
Yes.
That's the thing too, is like Scream 1, platonic ideal. Scream 2 kind of like was that, but like you're under a deadline and it didn't feel quite so much like a movie as like a series of scenes you could put together to be a sequel to a popular movie. Scream 3 was like almost a parody of itself with the Hollywood thing. Break. This feels like a Scream movie to me again.
It ultimately is making a commentary, not just jokes.
Yeah.
It's talking about the time.
It's talking
at that
about
time.
the time, the horror movie landscape, the streaming landscape.
They were able to make a standalone Scream movie, less to do with the first three.
Exactly.
Yeah, you could skip.
smart.
If you watched 1 and then 4, you'd be fine.
And Sid is not the main character of this movie.
Not
Like,
really.
Jill
She's
and her
barely
friends
in
are.
it.
She's our legacy character. She's not our main character, and that is very, very much what happens in 5 and 6.
Yeah.
I also want to state there were a lot more people for Scream 3, and then Scream 4, like people seem to trickle out. It wasn't because of the movie.
No,
It's because of scheduling.
Okay. Popcorn. I had most of it.
Oh, lovely.
On to Scream 5.
First one was called Scream.
Yeah.
This one's called Scream.
Yeah. Hate it.
Yeah, it's like
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it one bit.
I don't like it.
It's the first Paramount. We have been Dimension all day.
Yeah, she says you love scary movies, and that you guys have that in common. She's proud of making a fan out of you.
Oh, that's awesome. If that's what you do. That was great. I just want to say this movie's great so far.
First Scream not directed by Wes
My sister
Craven.
was attacked.
They named that character Wes for him. It's directed by the Radio Silence guys who made Ready or Not.
Oh, yay.
OD right now.
Yes. Watch Strange Darling. That movie's great.
That movie's incredible.
Strange Darling. Watch it. So good. Pretty sure I know who one of the killers is already.
Keep it to yourself.
I will. I will.
What is born?
Oh, I like that kill. I like that kill. That's a quick one.
Okay, you're not going to be sure about this right away, but just hang out, okay?
How you doing, Sam?
Characters we know and love.
Oh my gosh, that's Dewey. I didn't even realize it. I was like, yeah, but who is this guy? So I see the picture on the fridge, but there's an intruder in the house.
Are you kidding me? I've been stabbed 9 times. I've got permanent nerve damage, and if I'm a little limp, you think I want to do that again? I just want you to be safe up there. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney fucking Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
Yeah.
You got stabbed a billion times, got dumped by your famous wife, and crawled into a bottle. I think it's safe to say you're on the suspect list.
Well, maybe you're the killer. Because that cut deep.
This is so meta. I love it.
The first fucking rule of these movies is don't split up.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I prefer animated films and musicals.
They're gonna do it again. Love it. Oh, are they gonna do it? Or are they not? Oh God.
Oh my God.
The original? Just call it Stab 8. It's fucking Stab 8. You're not a fool anymore.
Well, that really sucks.
Yeah.
What nobody ever does in these situations. We're gonna get the fuck out of Woodsboro.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
I want you to help us kill him. You want me to help you and the host of a morning show commit murder? Correct. Yeah. In this scenario.
To Wes!
It breaks my heart.
Yeah.
I'm not, like, entirely sure that you're not the killer.
Take this the wrong way.
Potential witnesses. That is a completely
This is
valid
great. They're
emotional
like asking the questions the audience asks. Yep. Finally.
It's like the crocodile.
Oh my gosh.
Hi.
Gen Z, how are you? Sam and Tara here.
I'm not gonna come out, you're shooting everything! Holy shit, it's going Chase! It's a bummer, it's me. How can fandom be toxic? It's about love. Hollywood's totally fucking out of ideas.
I love it.
Source material to follow.
These are the true villains.
Let me guess, the movies made you do it? No, it was the message board. I was radicalized by movies and just so mad. Please, it's not my fault. I'm just a dumb kid. I just wanted to be a part of something.
What about my ending?
Here it comes.
Oh. Yeah, buddy. There you
great.
go. Yeah! Yes, yes. I liked it a lot, even though I knew who did it. That's my second favorite of the Scream movies I've seen.
Might be my second favorite too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love what it was trying to say, and I enjoyed the plot and a lot of the sequences. Like, oh, he's behind the door that's gonna close. Oh, he's not behind the door that's gonna close. I love that whole thing.
Yeah,
that was so
over
good.
and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought 4 was my second favorite, and now I'm not so sure. I've never back-to-backed all of these movies. Back-to-back doesn't service this series super great. So I usually put one on out of the series, and I've found myself going to number 1 and number 4. And I haven't gone back to this quite as much, but after the other 4, this is like f***ing great.
Yeah, it feels fresh.
It's still doing the Scream movie stuff.
In some ways more than other movies before it, but they do it in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, they needed that decade to gather up what horror movies and movies in general are about now. I could not believe they were going for toxic fandom.
Yeah, that's
You
great.
mentioned Star Wars, like
Yeah.
so good.
Yep.
Like the opening sequence was very similar to the opening sequence of the first one, but it still worked and it still felt fresh.
Yeah, we should be tired of people talking about the Stab movies. This time, I was not at all. Although Stabathon was fun too, but they weren't quite as focused on like the mythology of Stab, whereas this like really focused on it.
I noticed like right from the get-go, instead of asking pop culture questions, he was asking Stab questions, like in-universe pop culture only.
Yeah.
If you only watch Scream, you're cool.
Yeah.
They did quickly mention other movies.
Elevated
Yeah.
horror, it follows.
Yeah.
And so like I love that they hit elevated horror because that is the thing of now.
Yeah, it's a
Elevated
fad
horror
like
of
all
it
the others.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they hit that, but then that wasn't really what they were going for. They wanted to poke the toxic fandom.
So because it's a requel, that's why they called it Scream.
Yeah.
Because this is
Yeah.
supposed to be a standalone. You don't technically
Yeah,
need
and-
everything else.
And also, studios just are terrified of putting numbers on titles.
And they know that people hate that, and they said that
On
Yep.
purpose.
and they did it.
They knew it was
just
coming.
went-
But they did all of this in a way that I bet that people who've never even seen a Scream movie before would still enjoy this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Like-
there's enough
Yeah.
cultural knowledge of what Scream is at this point, too.
Yeah.
That's how I entered the first Scream. I had never seen a slasher movie, but I knew Freddy and Jason. I knew what they were. I had never seen a single one. And, like, all their references, I were like, yeah, okay, I understand what they're talking about, but Scream was my bedrock upon which my slasher knowledge was built.
And that Scream 1 does that too. It it works by itself. It's like a good murder mystery.
Yeah.
Just work. Like all the characters act like you would act in this situation.
It was a little predictable that all the main characters came back. They were told not to come. And
Well, yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
you're not getting away
That's
from
a
that.
requel,
Yeah.
you know?
Except for the next one.
You saw this in theaters?
Yeah.
What was the reaction when Billy Loomis showed up for the first time on screen?
I personally was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, like this could get bad.
Okay, wait, so who wants to synopsize this movie? Okay,
Synopsizing,
just
yeah.
like Scream 1,
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega getting a phone call in her kitchen. Pleasant chat, very Drew Barrymore style, and then turns dark. She knows someone's out to get her. They get her. However, she survives. They call her sister. Sam and her boyfriend, Jack Quaid.
Richie.
Yes.
Richie. They've been attacked. They have to come back to Woodsboro. They drive back. Richie is like, what is going on here? And Sam briefs him on like the Woodsboro of it all, what it all is, and all the Stab movies and everything. Then they get to the hospital. All of Tara's friends are around. We kind of meet the new kids of the movie. Find out shortly thereafter that all of them are related, most of them are related to people from previous movies. And that the killer is now killing people who were related to the previous movies. It's a requel. And we find this all out from our new Randy, whose name is Mindy. She lays it all out in terms of like, you can't just start a movie over now. The old ones have to be in it, but it's got to be about the new characters, and everything's got to be related, and you got to pay homage, but not too much homage, but not no homage.
Yeah.
And like, she lays it all out, and it's the best. Then Dewey dies.
Yeah, that was really rough.
Death of Dewey in the hospital. I did appreciate, even in the first viewings, once she started carving both knives up front and back, I was like, there's no way.
He can't come back.
He's not coming from this. When she pulled them out, she said, it's an honor. And I loved that she said it's an honor when she killed Dewey.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't either.
Oh my gosh, that is cool.
Yeah. Sam's like, we're getting out of here. We're getting out of town. Let's go. And Jack Quaid's like, let's go. Oh, and now Sydney's back, and Gail's back. And they're all sad because Dewey's dead. Sydney's like, listen, we are killing the killer, and I will not rest because I have a family now. If the killer's out there and the killer's not dead. Then they all end up back at a house party, all of the Scream movies. It's at Stu Macher's house from the first movie, Matthew Lillard. His house from the end of the first movie is now the end of this movie. And we find out that Amber, Tara's friend, is a killer, and Jack Quaid is also the killer. And he is just so charming.
Yeah.
When he said, I know, it's a bummer it's me.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, I died laughing in the theater, and I was like, it is a bummer it's you. I love you.
And when he screams, oh my god, it's Ghostface. It's just so...
I mean, I was happy it was him because that meant I was right.
Yes,
but,
of course.
yeah. In the hospital, when he gets stabbed, I was like, yeah, that's a misdirect, because they would kill it. Why wouldn't they kill him?
And usually the killers who are pretending not to be the killers but getting attacked by their co-killer do get slashed in the arm. It happens to Emma Roberts in Scream 4.
You know what I was thinking, though, is like, because of that first scene where, you know, he didn't kill her, which is different than the rest of them, I thought it was like, okay, this one is not as good. He keeps failing a little bit.
Yeah. But she was the bait to get Sam back in town.
Mm-hmm. Amber and Richie were the only two that were not related, and it's because they were the killers.
Yeah.
Because everyone else was, except for Tara. Tara's like an offshoot of Sam.
Yeah.
Their sole motive was just fandom. Like,
that's the best. It's the first time in the first movie. He's like, it's the millennium. Who needs a motive?
But he actually had a motive.
Yeah, he like, lays out the motive about his dad cheating with her mom and all this stuff. In Scream 2, he's like, I'm just gonna blame the movies. That's why I'm doing this. I'm gonna totally get off scot-free. And then the other one is Billy Loomis's mother. So there's always, this is the first time it's all thematic. It's all about toxic fandom. And they got together because they love the stab movies, and they needed to get a new real life crime to base a new stab movie on, like the old stab movies.
And it also is fine with me that that's the case, that it's just crazy fans, because how many more murders are going to happen in this circle of people, you know, for personal reasons?
Yeah.
It's got to be something else.
That is a hot topic, too, with things like the real Slender killings, where someone was like, for the character.
Yeah.
You know, so like that is very interesting.
Going back to what you said, the first time I saw the amazing makeup job, honestly, on Skeet Ulrich to make him look young again. And I was like, I'm not sure that looks so good. But I watched movie 1 hours ago, and it looked really good this time.
I liked that whole thing. Like, that didn't even feel weird to me when that happened.
My initial reaction was like, they're f***ing this up. If she's seeing Ghost Dad in the mirror, that's not a Scream thing. And I know because I'm a super fan.
I would have been okay, though, if they didn't bother.
Her entire story arc was her having that chip on her shoulder.
And
like,
you could have done it without seeing him, but like, and it bothered me seeing him initially, but then by the end of the movie, I was so into the path he was guiding her down that I was like, cool, we're cool, Scream 5.
It did feel a little silly. Like he was a Jedi ghost, like guiding her to the sword of Godric Gryffindor.
It didn't have to be there, but like it didn't bother me.
Totally is justified by the end, but in a similar way, was anybody here for Scream 3? The very beginning, Sydney sees the ghost of her mom in a dream. And that similarly had a similar vibe where I was like, we don't do this. No ghosts in Scream, just Ghostface. No ghosts, Ghostface.
It does kind of feel like they might be setting her up, though, to be a villain of the 6th one.
Right?
Like,
Wait, favorite kill.
That one that goes through the cheek.
Yeah, the one that goes through Wes's neck is the one I always think of with this movie.
It's a neck, yeah.
That might be my favorite.
The knife so slowly goes into his neck and then out of his neck in one single shot. Yeah. It's like so...
It stays there.
And it looks amazing.
The sheriff's son,
And all of the fake door openings.
Yeah.
It wasn't really the kill necessarily, but that was funny.
The
like
lead up
they
is
had
really
a good
good.
time.
That was a great lead up.
adding humor to this movie.
Well, actually, you know what? My favorite kill was Strange Darlings guy. What's his name?
Kyle Gallner. Yeah.
Because it was so quick.
That's the quick one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one.
The killers always make the movie for me. Stu and Billy are such good killers.
Yeah, they're iconic.
Emma Roberts in Scream 4 is so fucking good. Her whole routine about fight clubbing herself just does it every time. And her motive is also not about revenge, it's about her own ideology of fandom.
Is the motive usually media-based?
All of the killers are obsessed with movies.
Yeah, I love how these movies are basically saying movies are going to make you kill people.
On to 6?
Yeah.
Move fast. Oh.
She's a good screamer.
Absolute best screamer ever.
Just like expected.
Yeah.
What?
What?
A reveal?
Right now?
The kid from Spider-Man?
Honey, I'm home.
I was like so deeply unsettled in the theater. I was like, what is happening?
Breaks every rule
Love it.
that it had.
Love it.
Who gives a fuck about movies?
Who gives a about movies?
Who
First
does?
time in the Scream series.
I orchestrated the whole thing and framed them. Ooh, is cute boy shirtless again?
Thank you.
He looks a
You
lot
can,
like Minnie's brother.
It is Minnie's brother.
Go back to your dorm. I'm pretty sure the
That's
fighting
Minnie's
is done
brother.
for the day.
Did she
It's
have
too
two
bad.
brothers?
That's Minnie's
I was
brother.
actually looking forward
He
to
survived.
some shots.
How did he survive?
How did he survive?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
He's in this movie.
Bring it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember him clearly surviving the last
No,
one.
I don't remember seeing him
He's
after
I can
he
see,
got
I can see his face.
stabbed.
He's right there.
Yeah.
He is
I like him.
super cute.
Which one?
The guy who
Yeah.
survived.
Almost.
Yeah, him. Yeah,
He's great.
He's a doll.
I love that guy.
Sam,
I'm pretty sure he was
Sam,
dead.
we're getting out.
In all arms. I'm seeing
He's
his face
not
right
dead,
now,
Joe.
Joe.
I wasn't
I'm
here
seeing
for
his face right now.
This is aggressive. Wow. That was.
I think this one's a little less.
Can you believe this is happening in a Scream movie?
No, this does not feel like a Scream movie right now.
Do either of you have anyone that might want to target you?
Not anyone who's still alive.
Yikes.
That was 11 years ago for her.
This is a student of the
A couple
killers
hours ago for us.
Maybe this Sam's the latest
Time
in
is an
long line.
illusion.
Gail in that mess. There she is.
Oh!
Face coloring.
Oh, dude. Oh! She dodged it! She dodged it!
Art.
Oh! Wednesday got it! So cool.
That's great.
That's so cool.
That's such a great shot.
Oh!
Oh dear.
If the killers last time were whiny snowflake film nerds with letterboxd accounts instead of personalities, you can bet the opposite will be true here.
You're right. Oh no! Oh no!
This is the scariest part so far.
Yeah. This is an exact beat from a movie called Nerve, which is really great and also stars Emma Roberts.
Also, a movie called A Little Princess. They can hold it louder.
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Cruelty!
Hello, Gail. Strange that you and I have never spoken on the phone.
Isn't that wild? She's never got a Ghostface call.
It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Oh!
That's
good.
China, I'm so glad you're back.
Concern said she doesn't lock her balcony.
Gail's not gonna die, you guys. Gail's not gonna die. Come on. She could die, but I don't want her to. Second Amendment. Yeah. I have a new character now for this.
Oh,
He
good.
loves guns
Yeah,
now, China.
Oh, good, good.
Can you hold, please?
Huh?
Oh!
See? Grab a piece of glass.
Saw right through that one.
Oh! I feel like that's McDermott.
It's Mulroney.
I am.
Oots, 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 oots.
I fired Kirby 2 months ago for being mentally unstable.
What?
She's no longer with the FBI.
I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
Cool. Really great insert. 100%. That knife doesn't spin like that, and they made it happen one time.
Yeah. They had to make sure he died this time.
Yeah, buddy.
Great job.
Oh my god.
An army over here.
Yep. Oh!
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
But you did fuck with our family, so.
Oh! No, Jason, you know how to do it?
The two characters that
He got stabbed so many times.
the two characters that just don't die.
Fucking floor.
Oh. Next one.
Alexa, play Red Right Hand.
Scream 6. That's the end, and whatever happens in Scream 7, it's not gonna include Samantha Carpenter and Tara. We
Yeah.
start with a woman meeting someone in a bar. They can't find the bar. She goes outside to meet them. She's killed by Ghostface in an alley. Ghostface immediately takes off their mask. And I'm like, what? And
Yeah.
it's a kid from Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
He just like packs up his Ghostface mask and he goes back to his apartment and he's like, gets a phone call and it's like Ghostface. And he's like, don't use the voice modulation on me, buddy.
To his other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy gets killed. Now we're back to our old characters. Everyone's in New York. They're going to college. Jenna Ortega's here. She's going to a frat party. Sam doesn't know. She's upset. She's going to therapy. The therapist tricks her into saying that she wants to kill people. At the frat party, she tases a guy in the balls, takes Tara back to their apartment. Ghostface starts popping up, killing people. Kills the therapist, kills their roommate. Bodega Ghostface kills people with a shotgun. Kirby's back. She's in the FBI from Scream 4. There is a shrine to all of the movies in an old abandoned movie theater.
Which is so cool.
Sam sees her dad's like old Ghostface garb.
That was supposed to be Billy?
That was Billy, yeah.
Got it.
They go to Gail Weathers' apartment. Ghostface kills her young and muscly boyfriend. What?
We got it. Oh, there was a post-credit thing.
Just a little post-credit quote. Gail Weathers gets stabbed but survives.
We
She has
feel
a weak
like
pulse.
She didn't come back, did she?
When Cute Guy shows up, he said he called Mount Sinai,
Boy.
and Gail and
Mindy are fine.
Are fine, and Mindy was on her way here.
That's right. Then they go back to the movie theater. Then we find out it is Richie, Jack Quaid's, from the previous movies, father, sister, and brother, who are posing as a roommate, and a cop in New York. They have been triple Ghostface.
We see the two Ghostface. That was cool.
Yeah, two Ghostfaces together, wiping blood off knives. Sam goes super killer again. She stabs him. Steve counted 31 times.
I counted 31.
Great.
Plus the eye would be 32.
In honor of
32
October
would be,
31st, Halloween. Yes, that's what he said.
Mindy's brother,
Chad,
was stabbed by a couple of Ghostfaces. And we thought he
He
was dead.
stabbed a lot.
Yeah.
And then
And he survived again.
Sam and Tara are in the ambulance, and then Chad gets wheeled out, and he's alive, and then Mindy's also alive.
Wow.
And Mindy seems fine.
She's
She
cool.
seems spry.
She's good to go.
Yeah.
Sam is considering whether to. She has her dad's mask right here, and she does one of these.
She does.
Her and Tara walk off.
They walk off into the sunset.
And she said, "Free Palestine," and that was it.
Yeah.
That's the Scream series as it exists right now. Favorite kill from this movie?
Number one, right off the bat,
Favorite-
Samara Weaving.
Samara Weaving was in this?
Scream
She was
at
the
the
first kill.
beginning is too good and not the title scene, which is cool.
Yeah, and the fact that he said the title causing line and the title didn't drop.
Didn't drop, yeah.
Was incredible.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
I liked Mindy's girlfriend. Going
Dropping
across
off
the
the ladder?
ladder and then
The ladder was good.
Ooh, yeah. Rough.
And like a good,
Yeah.
the skull is cracked,
Yeah,
delayed
it was-
blood spray there, like where it
That
just
was-
starts to kind of leak.
It's
That
rough
was
stuff.
really,
That was really effective.
nice.
that was the roughest one for me.
Best kill of the
franchise.
Garage door movie. The first movie.
Yeah.
The garage
You
door.
like the garage door kill?
Yeah.
Based on today, the thing that got the most reaction was in Scream 2 when the pipe went through the bodyguard's head on the windshield.
Sounds impactful.
The one that comes to mind to me that I've always been most affected by is the first one.
The Drew Barrymore kill?
Yeah.
It is the most impactful kill of the entire franchise.
I mean,
Because
it's
her
heartbreaking.
parents hear her die.
It's the most emotional
on the phone. It is devastating.
And I remember seeing it in the theater and being shocked.
Wow. The first 14 minutes of the entire franchise.
Yeah.
It's what it's known for. Like, that is the thing you think of.
What we do here at the end of the night marathons, thanks for sticking around. Rankings. Scream rankings.
1 is the best.
Yep.
I need to rewatch 2, 3, and 4. Of 5 and 6, 5. So 1 and 5, and I've seen 2 and 3. Those would be down below those.
Okay.
I think I mirror Craig on that.
Yeah.
But I do really like the sister duo, the requel situation. And I don't know, maybe this, like, I'm younger or whatever. But,
Okay,
like, no, I'm
Steve.
just
Okay.
saying, like, I think I connect with the characters in the newer one. I like the goriness of the newer ones. If I'm gonna count the gore, I like the gore.
You should.
At the end of the day, it's 1 overall, 5 for the characters.
I thought I knew where I was heading into the day. Because I've seen...
Marathons always change, though.
It's really weird watching them actually back to back. I've never watched them all in a row until today.
It also takes an entire day.
It takes a whole day. I thought I was 1, 4, 5, 2, 6, 3. And I might now be 1, 5, 4, 2, 6, 3. 4 really kills it in the final act, but 5 plays all the way through.
5 is great.
And Quaid is one of the best killers in the series.
He's got the riz.
He's got the riz. He's got the riz, and I never sussed him.
I sussed him for sure. Oh,
I know you sussed him, but I never did.
I continue my record of only seeing extremely random portions of these franchises, and I cannot contribute at all. Yeah, of the ones I saw today, 3 was my favorite because that was the only one I saw in its entirety.
Okay.
And I loved it.
Great.
Well, it's been a while since I've revisited 2, so I wouldn't know if I put 6 above or below 2. Like, it didn't feel like it mattered in universe. Like, I was, especially when that guy showed up and I thought he was dead, I kind of thought, like, oh, maybe they're not taking as care of this movie all of a sudden, or they don't care as much. And so I all of a sudden had that. Yeah.
I felt the same way. Yeah, like, I feel like they should have acknowledged this in some way, because these movies do acknowledge stuff like that. You know?
It's just is so good at that usually. So I think I would still go 2, 6, 3 at the bottom.
Okay. And there are some really killer sequences in 2 as well.
Yeah.
I can't give an opinion.
Very good. So that is the 10th Night Marathon. Scream.
It took like 13 hours? 14 hours? Really not bad.
11.
Thank you for joining us. And as always, please remember to buy Haunt Season.
As always.
Links in the doobs. Classic.
Yeah.
Check out Haunt Season. Like, you've seen us watch a whole bunch of horror movies. This is the one that we made ourselves. Thanks for doing Night Marathons with us. Thanks for having us in your home.
Long couch! Long couch! Long couch!